Hello, my name is Nicole, and thank you so much for taking the time out to listen. Today, I title this message, New Year, New Truth, and we are talking about the pessimists as well as the optimists. But there is something that's a little bit disturbing with people who are those that are only seeking out the optimistic types of programming. They are only seeking out people who speak positive all the time. And then there's also those who are pessimists who are seeking out all things negative. Those that are drawn to people who have miserable speech that comes off their lips. Oh yes, on both sides we have some folks that at the end of the day are deceived. They are deceived by the one true enemy of all enemies, and that of course is Satan, while the one true God of all gods, God, is trying to show them the truth in all its forms. We're talking about the truth about family, the truth about friends, the truth about the workplace, the truth about political, social, economic agendas, the truth that you don't want to see when you take off your clothes and you look in the mirror. Oh, there is the truth that God brings as you walk with Him, as you believe and trust in Him. He is going to show you who the pessimists are, and He's going to show you who the optimists are, and He's going to bring about some change in the way you think, in the way you do things, because you see, when you got people who are so focused on one end of the spectrum or the other, they are going to try to manipulate you into thinking that what they're saying, what they're doing is okay and all right. And what you'll find is that rather than getting out of the box, you are right back into the box of your subconscious mind or someone else's. Okay? And that's not what you want to do as you are entering into a new year of new truth. There are those individuals who are going to discourage you. They're going to tell you that what you believe, what you say, what you do, or what have you is not right, is strange, is not what they believe. They are going to criticize you. They may not talk to you right there in the moment about what it is that you're saying, but whatever they disagree with, they're going to go behind your back and they're going to talk to others. We give people enough information to show them that we're indeed human, just like them, okay, as believers. But what we're not going to do is give them the pearls. You see what I mean? We're not going to give pearls to swine, pearls of wisdom. When they show us who they really are, they don't get any more than what we've already said. They only get what it is that God has moved upon us to say or not say. But they don't get the pearls. They don't get the diamonds. They don't get the gold. God has a way of scrambling up men and women's minds in such a way that they don't receive what we're saying. And when they are looking confused, and no matter how much you explain things to them, take that as a sign that God is not wanting that information to be received by that individual. That's why some of you all, you keep having these disputes and you don't see eye to eye with some people. That's because God is not allowing you to see eye to eye with some of these folks. God is not the author of confusion. But when we keep talking about things and trying to force information down people's throats, or we are trying to get them to see how we see some things, that's when confusion shows up, and God isn't in it. The minute we see that a person is not getting what we are saying, that is when we retreat, we fall back, we say, okay, I understand that I'm not coming across in a way where you can understand where I'm coming from. So maybe it's just best to agree to disagree. I'm just giving an example. That's all. I mean, because God is going to move on some people in such a way that they're going to have the right words to say at the right time. Okay. To the wrong people. And sometimes we don't always know that the conversations that we're having are with the wrong people. Because they appear to be nice, right? They appear to be friendly. They appear to be the type of people that we can really sit down and break some bread and, just shoot it up. And maybe for the moment, as I like to say, those 5-minute friends, yes, for the moment. But then as time goes on, we can clearly see that they are not the type of people that we want to keep around forever and always. Because it always comes back to the wheat and the tares and God separating us. It always comes back to the children of light and the children of darkness and God creating a division there. It always comes back to the believers and the unbelievers, or the backsliders and those that are going full speed ahead with the Lord. But there's always going to be some type of division as you get to know some folk. Okay. There are those individuals that there will be no division because they're like you. They're children of light. Iron refines iron. You got something to say to me that is compelling, that is convicting, that is prophetic, that is encouraging, things like that. So therefore, we receive easily without any type of opposition, without any type of struggle. But the enemy can put some struggle there when there is none if we are starting to fall away from the faith, or we got our own personal issues or some unresolved matters from way back when. Yes, the enemy will come in there and say, don't believe what she says. And what about him? He got a lot of nerve telling me this, that, and the other. Or I don't like what she just said. Yeah, well, you don't like it, but it's still truth. Come on. It's still truth. And some of you all are going to receive truth wholeheartedly in this new year, and others you're going to still fight with it, and eventually you're going to fade away like so many others, because the truth can be quite convicting. And Enterprise 7 has a lot of truth that is quite convicting, thanks to the one true God. Me, a mere vessel who's going to eventually die, be replaced by others as God leads and moves, and it is what it is. And some will be moved to make some serious changes in their lives, while others will still complain, still surf, still talk about what they can't do, what they won't do. And so another year of not getting ahead, another year of wishing to be anywhere but where they are, another year of seeking all the wrong counsel, another year of confusing oneself all the more. That's what some people do. Okay. I'm running from the truth. You know you are running from the truth when you're doing these sorts of things. You're fighting with everybody who has something to say about the truth, about who you are or what you're into or what you're not into or what you should be doing. Okay. You find fault with people who are simply giving you some advice. Okay. You tend to have a quick attitude, quick retort. Okay. Looking to say anything and everything to bring someone down while they're trying to uplift you. You know that you are running away from truth when you find yourself always looking for an excuse to be out of the presence of someone. They were cool up until they said this about me, up until they, showed this, that, and the other. And then, of course, many people who run away from truth are trying to control information. So they're going to go and run toward the people who they don't want to know, or who they don't want, to know about what they're going through. So I got to get to those people before she does, because if she gets to them, they're going to know my flaws. Well, it might be a good thing for some people, because here's what happens. If I know a weakness about you and I have a weakness, we might be better able to connect. But if you are painting this facade that says that you're okay and all right and perfect, then we might not be able to connect, because you're not showing anything that you're struggling with. And that is why some of these speakers don't do so well on the internet or off the internet, because they present themselves to be these perfect individuals who never had a struggle. Everybody else has a struggle, but they don't. Okay. So moving into the new year, truth is being given once again in all its forms, and some of you all are going to be forever changed by it. Others you will not be, because you're going to continue to fight with it, and eventually God is going to fade you out. The messages will no longer resonate. You will be confused at times, and then you might even unfortunately become an enemy. So it is what it is. That's how it goes. I thank all of you all who have been supportive over the years. We are going into year number 10 at NM Enterprise 7. Thank you. Thank you for just all of your support, and blessings to you. Please do check the description box for anything that might be of interest. You've been listening once again to YouTube NM Enterprise 7. Feel free to subscribe. Also, if you haven't given, this channel does welcome donations, and blessings to those who have been so generous. Thank you.